Welcome to the Highland League Weekly Friday preview. Here's Callum Law to tell you about our big main highlights game this weekend.
Our main game this weekend on Highland League Weekly will be the clash at Victoria Park between Buckie, Thistle and Formartine United. The Jags are top of the Breedon Highland League. They've got 2 games left and they know if they take 4 points from those 2 games they will win the title. But Formartine will provide difficult opposition. Stuart Anderson's side are 4th in the table and they've lost only once in 2023. That was last weekend at Brora. The sides have met 3 times this season. Formartine won the first on penalties in the Evening Express Aberdeenshire Cup after a 2-2 draw, but Buckie have won the subsequent 2 meetings, 2-1 in the league and then 3-1 in the GPH Builders Merchants Highland League Cup. It's all set up to be a cracking game and you can catch the best of the action and reaction on Monday on Highland League Weekly.
Competition time. Now, last week we gave you the opportunity, as we always do, to win one of our Highland League Weekly second generation most desirable mugs, one appearing on screen right now. I think it was sort of here last week, level wise. But no one got the right answer. The question we posed was, who is the current Breedon Highland League player who's played the most Highland League games for one club, or the most games at Highland League level for one club? I'll give you a couple of clues because we're going to roll it over. We're going to pose the same question again and give you another chance to answer it this week. But the couple of clues I'll give you is A, it's not Stuart Knight of Forest Mechanics. B, this player has played 697 games for their club. And I'll give you a third clue actually. In midweek, this player played the full game at Harlaw Park. So if you know what teams are playing at Harlaw Park on Wednesday, that should narrow it down a little bit for you. Anyway, answers in the comments below or email us at sport@prestonjournal.co.uk and you could win one of our Highland League Weekly mugs.
Second game for us this weekend on Highland League Weekly is Clachnacuddin against Brechin City at Grant Street Park, and here's 3 things you need to know. Brechin come into this game boasting a hugely impressive defensive record. The Hedgemen have now kept 7 successive clean sheets in the Breedon Highland League, the latest of which was on Wednesday night when they defeated Fraserburgh 5-0 at Glebe Park. Clach are in very good form at home. The Lily-Whites are unbeaten in their last 5 league games in Inverness. They've picked up 13 points from 15 in that run. The sides have met once already this season. That was in the reverse Highland League fixture at Glebe Park, and Brechin ran out impressive 5-0 winners that day.
Hold on. What was the scores last week?
I got 4 points, you got nothing.
Right, Crystal Paul time then. There was a bit of a swing. Oh, not quite a swing, I suppose.
Can you tell I'm smiling?
Catching up last week as Paul got 4 points, courtesy of Banks D winning the GPH Builders Merchants Highland League Cup final within the 90 minutes, and courtesy of Julian Wade scoring the first goal for Formartine United up in their loss at Brora.
Yeah.
We must move on. This is what you want. You want it to be competitive, don't you? You want it to go all the way to the end of the season, like the league looks like it might be doing. Better whisper that. Anyway, this weekend's main game, Buckie Thistle involved. What do you think?
With Formartine, yeah. Oh, I mean, we're going all the way, I think, at this point. I'm confident in saying that. But I think Buckie are going to slip up a wee bit this weekend. I'm going to go for a score draw in this one. 1-1.
Okay, I think I'm just going to go with the outcome that ensures the most dramatic end to the season, potentially. Although maybe a draw would be okay. I think we'll go 3-1, Buckie.
Okay, and my first scorer, he did me well last weekend. I'm sticking with him. Come on, Juju, I need another one from you.
I'm going to say Andy McCaskill this time, which is straying from my tried and trusted pattern of saying Josh Peters every time.
Aye,
yeah, we've got Andy McCaskill. Game 2.
Yeah, the flip side of the coin is Brechin's trip to Clach. Oof. Brechin have to win, so I'm going for an away win in this one. They were so good against Fraserburgh. I think they're going to be very good again. Another clean sheet. I'm going for 4-0.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I'll say Same deficit then. I'll say, no I won't. I'll say 4-1. I'll say 4-1 to Brechin.
Okay.
And
you went the first?
I will go
time?
first goal scorer.
I know who you always pick.
I'm going to go, please don't live to regret this. I'm going to say Mark Scott for my first goal scorer.
That's who I'd scribbled on my list before this. So I'm going to steal your one just for the fun of it. Botty be happy.
Okay, back next week and see how we got on. Devonvale Wick Academy. Now Wick couldn't build on their much needed win at Turriff last weekend when going down 4-0 at Inverurie Locos in midweek. Vale, meanwhile, of late, impressive performances in beating Forest, losing narrowly to Formartine United and drawing with Rothes last weekend.
Brora can secure a third place finish with victory in this one, but the Black and Golds need all 3 points if they're to have any hope of catching Inverurie Locos in the race for 6th spot.
The Maroons are in good form. They're unbeaten in 4 matches, the latest of which was a 1-0 win against Strathspey on Wednesday night. And they face an Inverurie Locos side who are in pole position to finish 6th.
Lossiemouth Rothes. Lossiemouth, a sickener for them in midweek up at Dudgeon Park when they went down just 1-0 to Brora Rangers. That result meant they dropped to 15th in the Breedon Highland League table. Rothes, meanwhile, they need wins if they're to win the battle for 7th.
Banks of D bring the curtain down in their home campaign as they welcome the Spey Jags to Spain Park. D ran out 7-0 winners up at Seafield Park back in November and of course won the Highland League Cup last weekend, so they'll be looking to end their home campaign on a high.
The Broch are looking to bounce back after their out of sorts display against Brechin City on Wednesday night where they were beaten 5-0, and they're facing a Forest side who bring down the curtain on their season looking for their 11th win in the Breedon Highland League this term.
Now Nairn will still have their sights on 7th this season. They'll be looking to build on their 1-0 win against Clachnacuddin last weekend. Meanwhile, Turriff, the hosts, they've lost their last 3 and will be looking to get back to winning ways. That's it for another episode of the Highland League Weekly Friday preview show. Just a reminder, this weekend we'll be filming Buckie Thistle against Formartine United and Clachnacuddin against Brechin City ahead of the Monday show as we count down to this dramatic end to the Breedon Highland League campaign. So you catch those highlights on the Press and Journal website on Monday. If you like this Friday preview show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our Facebook group, that's at Highland League Weekly. We're also on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all those places, so please join us there. Most importantly, enjoy the football, whichever games you're watching this weekend.